part of your magical day. Lonnie, you may have noticed Kendall has always and will always do things a little differently. Magically, mystically, whimsically different. That's Kendall. But Ken doesn't have a monopoly on unorthodoxy. That is a good sentence. Lonnie cruises through life with a stride that's all his own as well. My man watches Transformers cartoons every Saturday, which my boys think is the coolest thing in the world. You guys do it your way, so it's only fitting today that I have the honor of marrying two people who are already married. That's the way that you guys roll. With Little Ryder. So if you guys notice, today we'll be doing the wedding with Kendall's equally mystical, magical, and whimsical mom, Diane Evelyn Broderick's talking stick. For those of you not raised with Native American councils, the simple idea here is that only the person with the stick can talk, which forces the rest of us to really listen. It's amazing how much we can hear each other when our only objective is to truly listen. I'm not sure any of us have the secrets to love and marriage, but it seems to me the wisdom and teaching of the talking stick is a good place to start. And you guys do that beautifully. You've always listened to each other. You show up for each other. You speak your truth to each other, and you hear each other. It's a beautiful and inspiring thing to watch. I encourage you two to continue listening to each other as if someone had a talking stick and dancing through life together like no one's watching, which is what Lonnie was doing the first time Kendall saw it. However, I have a confession. Everyone here will be watching and celebrating you from this day forward. We will always be here with you. At this time, Kendall and Lonnie would like to take a moment to honor those who we love who are not with us today. From Lonnie's side, Bub and Mimi, Tutu and Grandpa, Uncle Sean, Uncle Dieter, Uncle Nick, and Robin. From Kendall's side, Mom, Pop, Uncle George, Mima, Peepa, Cousin Kenny, and Breck. You are loved and missed dearly. Page 1, complete. At this time, Kendall and Lonnie has asked Kat, sorry Kat, I didn't give you much warning, Kat to come up. Catherine Corona, come on down.
We have till tomorrow, right?
The only thing I ask, Kat, is that you hold this talking stick, and I will hold the mic for you. Testing.
I planned a little.
Okay.
Okay. Standing here.
Sorry. Just hold it.
No,
Yeah.
okay. Standing here, holding Diane's talking stick at your wedding is beyond special to me, because behind every beautiful thing, there's some kind of pain. A poem that has always reminded me of you, and possibly the one thing that I never told you was about on the planet. There's a poem that my grandmother used to recite to me, and it's called The Arrow in the Song. And it says, I shot an arrow into the air, it fell to earth, I knew not where. For so swiftly it flew, the sight could not follow it in its flight. I breathed a song into the air, it fell to earth, I knew not where. For who has sight so keen and strong that it can follow the flight of a song? Long, long afterward in an oak, I found the arrow still unbroke. And the song from beginning to end, I found again in the heart of a friend. Dita, you and I could talk to each other in song lyrics for the rest of our lives and lose nothing in translation. As your mom would always say, you girls are more like sisters. And honestly, I just wouldn't have a clue if not for you. From basketball and softball teams, to the Greyhound, Bit and Bender, Nan and Pop, Frogs, Journal Patterson, Rio. Singing All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You at the top of our lungs with your dad. Miss Bilshin, do you think we can do this tomorrow? We both did. Danny, come back. And wait, who's Ben? Thousands and thousands of memories and moments shared. These are clearly just a few. Fitting together so imperfectly have meant more to me than anything. And even though I am the one who has spent the years standing in front of the classroom, I feel as though you have always been the teacher. You tend to be the teacher in most of your relationships in life. However, it has been quite beautiful to watch you learn from Lonnie as your bond and family have grown. From my vantage point, he's taught you patience, restraint of tongue occasionally, even more independence, self-confidence, consistency, how to do a thorough deep cleaning of your apartment, and provided you with a quiet love that you will never need to question. He also gave you, even though you did the majority of the work, Ryder. And through Ryder's eyes, your mom has a front row seat to it all. Even when you're in the microwave, dear. I searched through our past for a quote or a passage that we loved and have always known. I wanted to read something to you and Lonnie that captured a piece of the sentiment that you shared. Jeez, I'm trembling. Help, thanks. But I couldn't find it. It wasn't there. It wasn't in our past because we hadn't discovered it together. It's a brand new narration that you're creating, just the two of you, each day as a couple. So even though you and I always dreamt of playing doubles tennis with each other, you have a different partner, and I think it's a good match. But Lonnie, just remember, she was mine first. I didn't fall in love with you. I walked into love with you, with my eyes wide open, choosing to take every step along the way. And I'd choose you in 100 lifetimes, in 100 worlds, in any version of reality. I'd find you and I'd choose you.
Well done. I do. Scoot over.
So guys, that is a tough act to follow, and I am afraid to confess you're up next. This is the time that we're lucky enough to hear your vows together. I believe I have something here for you. You guys got a plan? 2 copies, copy. I got you. And once again, the only thing I'd ask is that you hold the stick while you're talking. Can you, Lonnie first. We have not rehearsed this in case anyone's. I'll hold the mic, you hold that.
For all of you that may be wondering how the first round of vows went, it flowed like this. Kendall and I reminisced about the first time we met. We poked fun at our quirks and our foibles, and we pledged our love, due in part to our inimitability.
It's been quite a year and a half since we first said I do. We lost my mom and gained our amazing son. I took on a much harder task of being a full-time mom, while Lonnie became the sole provider. We moved apartments and had the outrageous idea to plan another wedding. While it's been anything but easy, we have our idiosyncrasies to thank for still making us laugh and keeping us coming back for more.
I don't care if my food gets cold.
I don't refill the water bottles.
I like to leave doors, drawers, and cabinets open.
I am not the greatest recycler.
I clean, purge, and rarely remember where I put anything.
I run out of gas occasionally.
I prefer a clean laundry pile on the floor.
I speak in hyperbole.
And I seldom speak.
Our differences complement us. Our acceptance liberates us. Our forgiveness strengthens us. Lonnie Shotwell, I can proudly say that you are still you. The same odd and unusual you who first piqued my interest dancing on that deck by yourself on the Russian River. The same you who was able to calm a crazy me, and the same you I still love to stare at from across the room to catch your gaze. And you are also a new you. One, hold that thought, turning. One who is slowly coming out of his shell, one who has become a great father, a solid partner, and a devoted family man, and one who spends a lot less time in the barn.
Watch your butts. You're right. This has been one hell of a stressful year. Only by coddywampling through the infancy of parenting have you been able to grow as individuals and as a loving household. You have shown remarkable strength as a mother and a partner, and I disagree with you if you think I am the sole provider. I may earn the coin, but you produce the sustenance, health, and devotion on which Ryder and I flourish.
That was good.
I've been asked what kind of an asshole marries the same woman twice. It is my privilege and honor to stand beside you a second time and announce to our friends and family how truly wonderful you are. I know I've disappointed you, and I've said or done things that have broken your heart. Only by the grace of your love and forgiveness I've become a better person. And I vow to broaden the bounds of my heart, but I'll need you to keep me to task on that one. I cannot do it without you. Ryder will definitely help, a few more dogs, but no one will be as important as you. This past year, I've watched you become an astute and inventive mother. I do not give you enough credit for all the ways you have dedicated yourself to giving our son the best chance at being healthy and loved. I vow to compliment you more and recognize the effort you contribute to the well-being of our family. You acknowledge how hardworking I am, and that by my stubbornness and determination are we able to save money and keep us on a trajectory for our future. You also remind me to shed the myopia so we can enjoy our lives. So I vow to listen to you more and include fun and adventure along the way. I don't tell you enough how deliciously gorgeous you are. Your smile is infectious, your gaze is bewitching, your cheer is undying. And babes, in that dress, you are simply breathtaking. I vow to remember simple things. So what do you think, beautiful?
My hot, manly man, you've wowed me again. While we don't tend to do things the same way, somehow we always find a way to meet each other in a loving and respectful space. Even when we disagree, my trust in you will almost always override my doubtfulness. When I am thinking the worst is when you show me your best, and when I've reached my wit's end, you provide me with solid ground to fall on. 3:30 has turned into my most favorite time of the day because I know you'll be walking through the door, and seeing you with Ryder makes my heart smile bigger than I've ever believed possible. My life without you two is now unimaginable. The I before the we was a very different I, an I who was always busy, who spoke at 1,000,000 words per minute, and who never thought she wanted to be married and have children. She was an I who thought of love as self-serving, who felt deserving, and who followed almost every whim. Babe, you are definitely a conundrum of a man who will always keep me guessing, and I love you for that. I have no idea what sort of magic you work to change me. But it happened, and now I am not only your loving, inefficient housewife, wife, and Ryder's devoted mom, but also a member of a family I never knew I could love so much. I vow to continue to encourage and empower you without ever making you feel small. I vow to be financially responsible with the occasional reminder to indulge and splurge. And I vow to become more pop culture savvy, even if it means I have to watch more Marvel movies with you. I'll be your shot of whiskey, babe, if you'll be my glass of wine. I know you didn't ask me again, but the answer is still yes, I do. I do take you and your large TV, your love for Disney, your OCD, and your karaoke, all for me. I will forever cherish your love and carry your heart with mine, promising an adventure and a lot of fun along the way. With you, I can exhale. With you, I can grow. With you, I can be my absurd and wonderful self.
Cat's act was a tough act to follow, but you guys did beautifully. There's no coconut on this table. Hold on, one second. One second. Hold on. Right in the middle of the wedding. This is great. Hold on. Hold on.
You're the Hawaiian.
This is my favorite part. Toxic. Thank you. Ken and Lonnie, boring weddings, exchange rings. Honoring Lonnie's Hawaiian heritage, we're going to drink from the niu, or as his Hallies call it, the coconut. In many parts of the tropic, the niu is called the tree of life because of the many wonderful uses. I'm going to hand this to you, and if you'll indulge me in a quick toast before you drink. May you have many long years to delight in each other's company, and to love and to be loved by the friends and family who have come here today to support you. May you make a home together that is at once sheltering and welcoming. May you each do meaningful, productive work at home and in the world, learning from your failures and growing in your accomplishments. May life challenges be met together with courage and optimism, and may your days be filled with laughter, imagination, trust, friendship. and love. Kendall, before you take the first sip, I would like to ask you a very important question. You still down to keep this going? All right, then have a sip. Not rehearsed. She wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't sure if you thought about the coconut.
How is it? And Lonnie, same question to you. You still down for all this?
Oh yeah.
Excellent. Drink. Oh, jeez, I forgot the name. We're also going to use an old Hawaiian tradition of the, I'm so sorry, Craig, something hulu. Nahulu? Might be Nahulu.
Lehula.
Lehula, sorry.
Hula. Hulu.
Yeah. Sorry, I almost got through this pretty good. The name of this, it was Lehulu. Not rehearsed. This was made for really awesome people. So you can put that on Kendall's head. Oh, it actually is quite pretty. That is gorgeous. All right. Now that you've shared your vows, and much more importantly, drinking from the coconut, and put the hulu thing on your head, it is my honor in front of everybody here to pronounce you husband and wife again. And finally, may your marriage continue the way your relationship began, surrounded by love and very drunk people. Cue the music.